Hello and welcome to another episode of Night of the Dead. Haha, so we're at wave 97. The final countdown. Right, so I swear the devs are watching my show. I swear they are. Because what did they do today? They brought in an update that improved pathing. Yay! And in fact, the bit they focused on is not like extending the pathing, but to improve pathing through more complex placements. So it's not the 500 node limit they've altered. As I said before, sometimes when they but sometimes if you make your base overcomplicated with the traps and placements and like this pillar here, etc., it can cause pathing issues whereby the zombies just think that the path is now just too complex. And even though it's within inside the A-star algorithm, they just give up and go, I've had enough. We're just going to attack walls. So they brought out an update today to try and resolve that. And since that's, I think, the very thing that we've been talking about the last few episodes, that's quite amazing. That's pretty cool. So let me just update one of these. I'll get to see through some of these a little bit. So it's a bit of a waste, actually. I got other stuff to be sorting out on this base, but my base is coming along well. Do I really need to think about upgrading these? Am I going to flame through this back? And if I do, does it matter if this all catches on fire? Doesn't matter if these catch on fire. It does matter if these steps over here catch on fire. That's probably not such a good idea. Maybe upgrading some of these, some bricks and some. Yeah, let's go do that, and we can talk about the new base as I do it. So all of the front now is metal. All of the front floors are now metal. It's metal, metal, metal all along here, and it's metal all the way until this one. This one's metal. So this is the first stone. That's not bad. That gives me a wide section to... Actually, I gotta get some of the internal here, the metal. That gives me a wide area to try and get rid of some of those exploders. I do need that explosion-proof floor. The stone's going to take damage no matter what, because the zombies will do some damage. When they're running around and doing their thing, there will be some damage. But it's the exploders that can really, you know, we're talking wave 100. The exploders on wave 100 are going to just do crippling damage to my base. Oh, we've got zombies coming in. Let's go have a watch. Hello, zombies. So he's coming in from the side, from where he spawned. So he's... Oh, I got a cutter that straight away isn't functioning. I love it when my cutters don't function. So they clearly didn't fix that in today's patch. The bugged out cutters have clearly not been fixed. I know some people said you can try picking them up and putting them back down again, but I don't think that helps. And sometimes they just work again. It's not as if they stop working altogether. It's just they'll stop working for a whole period of time and then suddenly they'll go, oh, I'll work again. Which is a bit of a problem when I've got so many cutters on my base. But yeah, cutters now and again, they just decide, yeah, I'm not going to bother. I like this bit at the front where I can look at the front and see what's coming. It'll be good when we have the big waves and I can see all the zombies that are on their way in. So that'll be nice. So I will be flaming at the front here. This will be my main focus area that I will be flaming through. You'd be like, flame, flame. Oh, nice little trickle of daytime zombies here. Now that's quite interesting, because if the daytime zombies are spawning at spawn positions that are so far apart that it takes them this long to get here, it means when we have a proper wave here, we could get a spawn stretched over a very long area. because that was just a daytime spawn. So a daytime spawn should arrive kind of in one group. But we've noticed when I've been looking for daytime spawns in this area, you know, I can get one, and then another couple, and then another couple. So it must be spawning some quite way back, which means that, yeah, that could be interesting on a proper, you know, main wave. They might not arrive in blocks. They might just be scattered for a very long period. So cool. Right, okay, I'm going to just make some of this stuff here fireproof so that I don't, you know, accidentally set it on fire and get rid of my exit plan. I'll see you all in a moment. Well, just had an interesting little change with regards to the new update and the new pathing. Just doing some repairs here after an unexpected event. And the event was... a zombie was quite happy to path up here, even though there's a bait by there. So rather than going to the bait directly, they were happy to path up here and go across here to come down and get the bait. They went through my door, my open door. Yeah, and came through the house. And come down and attack the bait. So I've closed the back door now, so that that pathway is not available to them. But yeah, they've changed the pathing so that I think they path across these stones easier. And even though this way is complex with trying to get pathing across these stones and stuff, it found it less complex than going through the base to try and get to that bait. So that was very interesting. I'm glad I had a daytime spawn come across here and I was over here at the time to try and resolve that. I'm actually going to have to put like a palisade here, because otherwise we could have been in the main wave tonight, and rather than all the zombies coming up and attacking the base, they would have come up to the back and... wow, that would have just been... well, that would have been carnage. Because they would have avoided all the traps, they would have destroyed this bait, and then they would have destroyed this bait. And it would have just been over. Not a single trap going off. That was lucky. Right, I'm going to put up some palisades. I will see you in a moment. So hello, we're getting ready now for wave 97, and I think we could be in for a little bit of a wild ride on this one. Why do I think that? Well, the update today said an interesting thing. It said they've reduced the agility on some of the animals and zombies, which means they should be able to dodge through the traps less. But I'm not sure that's the whole story. I think, yes, they probably have reduced some of the agility, but they might also have adjusted the way that the agility scales as the game goes on. Because I just had a zombie on the daytime spawn that ran in here, ran through all these traps, ran all the way down here. And it wasn't until the shredder happened to bounce him over the edge into that other area that he then had to run back through the traps to try and get out and come back in again. And this is a trash zombie, yeah? That's not a boss. If he hadn't got bounced out by that shredder, that trash zombie would have rushed through into this area. He dodged all the traps coming through. Now, he could have been just one super lucky zombie. I mean, you do get the odd fluky zombie that just seems to be like a ninja. But if the devs, especially lined up for the Wave 100 weekend, have gone and tweaked some of the scaling, we could be in for a bit of a wild ride in a moment. Because it all depends what else that they've gone and tweaked to do with scaling. Because, hey, let's say they might have tweaked how many bosses or how hard the bosses are at late waves. All these things could quite easily have been updated in this latest update without there needing to be much patch notes, because if you're rescaling some of the zombies, you're probably looking at the bottom end of the scale and just cleaning up maybe the multiplier. You don't need to go and like notify the world, oh yeah, the multiplier is kind of changed so that at the wave 100 it'll be slightly harder, but at wave 1 it'll be slightly easier. You can basically just say, oh yeah, we've reduced a bit of this and a bit of that. And people think, oh okay. I'm wondering if any moment now we could be in for a little bit of a crazy ride. I mean, Sausage Factory should be able to hold. I mean, Sausage Factory is good, Sausage Factory. But still. Yeah. Oh, speaking of sausage factories and names, so the votes are available for people to vote on the site, on YouTube. If you go into the community section, there should be a post there where you can choose what you want the base to be called, the new base. However, as you will probably notice, there's 2 posts. It's like a part 1 and part 2. That's only because YouTube annoyingly only allows you to pick 5 options when you do a vote. And because of that, split it, that means people can, in theory, vote twice. You can vote on like part 1 and on part 2. So what that means is I'll be looking at the overall votes and seeing if there are any names that are not getting many votes. If that's the case, I will remove them then from the voting option. And I'll try and pick, like, say, the top 3 or 4, and then tomorrow on wave 99, we will look at the top 3 or 4 options, and people can vote during wave 99 what it's going to be out of the options that are there. We'll kind of like do a reduce, so that we'll, like, say, start off with, say, 3 names, and then based on what people say, we'll drop one of them, and then we'll go to the last 2, and then we'll pick the winner. So that's the way the voting for the new base is going to work. We will have to do like a little bit at a time. Several rounds of voting until we end up with just the one winner. Okay. So here we go. It is the midnight wave. We will need to keep a very close eye on what's going on here, just to see if the changes they've put in today are gonna make a mess or not. Because they might well really mess this up. That seemed pretty normal. I mean, it was crazy. Oh, excuse me, wow. It was crazy that some of those zombies went up around the back and came in through the back door. I was not expecting that. Okay, a few more. Just slowly turning up and saying hello. Okay, that's nothing new. You know, zombies get to here. That's not a problem. I expect zombies to get through to the shredder now, the trash zombies. But not quite as quick as one of them just did, and could have got a lot deeper, which did surprise me. Okay, here comes the big waves. So the midnight assault has finally arrived. Here they are. I will have to check about Around the back, a few things, just to make sure everything is working as normal since the update. I can't see anything straight away that's making me go, hey, you know. Nothing is leaping out going, oh no, it's all a mess. I mean, in one way, it's quite nice. We do have... Look, that one just runs straight through. It is quite nice that we have a second base now. So if I have to, I can run away and head for that second base. But yeah. This, it's not unnerving me, but it's just making me a little bit cautious about what to expect this wave. Because we have no idea what they've gone and tweaked in today's update. Yeah, they've said a few things, but patch notes don't usually cover every little tweak. Because quite often little things can happen you're not expecting to happen. That's where you end up with like hot fixes and stuff. So, just being a little bit cautious. I mean, literally, as we're going to get to wave 100, they push out an update. Wouldn't it be funny if, like, wave 100 was just like this new mega boss that just turned up? Called something like the Baron or something, and it would just come storming through. That would be funny. Wow, some of these are rushing in deep real fast. These trash, they're just charging in. Much faster than I expected. Some of these are moving real quick. Quicker than I can run, that's for sure. Which shouldn't be the case on normal difficulty. I should be able to run every zombie, but some of those zombies are moving real quick. So yeah, interesting. I mean, I'm getting trash. Quite happily make it at the back here. There's another trash. Wow. Interesting. Very interesting. I'm still just like looking at everything thinking, is that normal? Do I have to be concerned? I'm a little bit concerned about some of the speed of some of these zombies. When on wave 100 we are going to be running and kiting a little bit at one point. That's the plan. So a few super fast zombies like we've seen would mess up my running and kiting options a little bit. I mean, I still can run and kite. I mean, I can run and kite the zombies on Legendary. Yes, they're faster than you. You just got to time your sidesteps. So just as they're about to get you, you sidestep. And you run again and you sidestep. So you can do it. It's just on normal difficulty, you shouldn't have to do that sidestep. You should be able to just keep running until you run out of stamina. And then, of course, well, yeah, you have problems. But on normal difficulty, you should get those windows of opportunity to regain the stamina. But, well, we will see. Oh, some of these traps are draining pretty fast, actually. So we're on the 1 AM assault at the moment. There have been quite a few zombies on the 1am assault. I wouldn't call it busy, because busy is what I... It's gone quiet now. Busy is what I refer to as how many bosses there are. A busy assault is one with lots of bosses. This has just been a nice... Up until right now where it's quiet, it's been a nice regular flow of trash with the occasional boss. But they have been getting very deep into the base. Deeper than they normally would for trash. Trash shouldn't be hitting the guillotines. Still a very consistent flow. Got the occasional boss. Oh, I got one guillotine out of action over there. It's not working. Seems to be quite regular now. I think it's to do with the amount of zombies that spawn. I think once you get 2 waves that are spawning a lot of zombies, the game glitches out with some of the guillotines. Some of the guillotines stop functioning, I think, if you have a lot of zombies around. Which is not the time when you want some of your traps to stop working. In fact, it's the opposite of when you want some of your traps to stop working. Wow, these are trash zombies. These trash zombies are hitting guillotines. That's just crazy. Trash zombies should not be in this part of the base. This is for bosses only at this point. That's nuts. Wow, these are going down a lot quicker than they usually do. This is quite mad. Oh, he's back working again now. My guillotine is starting to work again. It's the 2 o'clock wave. I don't know if the 2 AM, assault wave has hit us yet. In which case, if it has hit us, we're okay. We're in a good place. If it hasn't hit, then wow, that took damage for some reason. If the bosses haven't arrived, we could be in a bad place. If the bosses have arrived, then we're in a good place because we didn't really get many. So that'll be all good. I can't tell yet. It's too early to tell. The clock, although it's 2 AM, it hasn't actually done its little update whereby the white bar goes away, so that tells me it hasn't finished loading in all of the spawn. That's what usually happens, is that the clock white bar around it will disappear when it's finished loading in all of the spawn. There's another super fast one, just ran through everything. Let's pop that up. It still hasn't said it's finished loading in all of the spawn. Oh, we've got a load of bosses just turning up now. Whoa, we've got a load of bosses turning up. Okay, that's a lot of bosses turning up. Hot sausage fern. I'm on my own. I'm doing hot sausage fern. Burn, baby, burn. That's right. It's just finished doing its last update. So, wow, I got some attacks on the walls here. That's very rare. That means butchers are attacking the wall. Wow. That is a crazy amount of bosses, folks. That's a crazy amount of bosses. That is not good. And I'm taking damage to the walls here. Okay, I need to get things working here real fast. Oh wow. Holy wow. Oh, this is insane. Complete insanity, folks. I've not seen a wave like this. They're trying to actually break through the walls because there's too many bosses. There's too many creatures now in the way. This is a major, major wow. This is a lot of bosses. I need to work overtime to try and get my base to cope with this. They're trying to attack everywhere. They're trying to break down the walls. They're not even pathing like they normally would do. They shouldn't be attacking the base at all. They're doing it because they're getting stuck because the amount of bosses. They're getting jammed up. I need to try and get some flow happening here before they knock my walls down. Okay, we need to get some of this stuff killed. Get some of this stuff killed and removed. This is a crazy big wave. That is insane. Wow. Okay, yeah, loads of stuff is taking damage. I think we're going to be okay, though. I think we're at the other end. This is making me a bit concerned for wave 100. Oh, wow. That's nuts. That really is nuts. If I get something like this on wave 100, or even harder, and we're doing all the Benny Hills and stuff, then we could really be in a world of pain. That was an incredible amount of bosses. That really was. Oh, they're attacking me. That is just crazy. My bait is here, isn't it? Yes. And this bait is here? Yes, it is. Wow. They're attacking the base at certain places. If I'm close enough, they decide just to swing for me. Even though... Wow, so their pathing algorithm has definitely changed. The fact that some of them will decide to take a swing for me, even though there's a way to get to the bait, that is crazy. Wow. Okay, that was way, way, way tougher than I expected. It shouldn't have been. Look how many things took damage. I mean, and when I say things, I mean walls. Walls shouldn't be taking damage. I mean, I don't actually think they went that far. Let's go have a quick look. I know I've still got some zombies coming through, but they're nothing. How far did they actually get? I don't think they got that far. They were just... They were attacking everything. They were attacking the walls. Yeah, they got back here. That was a seriously full-on wave, folks. That was a lot of bosses. That really was a lot of bosses. I needed to put my A game on then. If I was messing around like I do on the weekends and on streams, that wave would have been big trouble. That really would have. Wow. Okay. That's all I'm saying for now is wow. Just wow. Okay, thank you very much for watching Wave 97. That new update, whether it was meant to change things, whether it did change things, or whether we were just unlucky, I don't know, but that was different. That was a lot of bosses at the end. More than I've seen for a very, very, very long time, if ever. And the sausage factory took damage right across its walls, which it shouldn't do. There's no need unless they can't get past due to how many zombies are in the way or something. That was just crazy. But fun. Crazy but fun. Right, that's enough for me for today. I will see you all for the next episode. And don't forget, Friday night, tomorrow night, Wave 100. Be there for an awesome party time. Thank you and goodbye.